What's up, YouTube? It's the channel Life of Pops. Today we're doing another podcast. This is episode 3. So we have 5 topics as usual, and these ones are pretty good. And one of my videos I said I would do a top 5 anime shows and characters, so that's going to be in this one. And also we have music as always, and then we're going to have NBA playoffs and tattoos. So let's get started. Alright, NBA playoffs. This is short, easy. I'm gonna do, well, it's the finals now. So it's Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat. And both of my pre-predictions were wrong. I had Celtics and Warriors and they both lost. I'm not interested. So it's just gonna be easy. Denver's gonna win probably in like 4 games. And it's probably not even gonna be close, it's probably all blowouts. And you can tell I'm not excited at all. So, yeah, Denver, about 4 games, maybe 5 if the NBA pushes it to 5, but 4 games. And yeah, next season, we'll see what happens. Good off season. Look into that, because that'll be, off season be crazy. A lot of trades and stuff. So, that's it for NBA. And the hat is just, I wear any kind of team hats, you know, it's just not representing Phoenix, but any hat for any team, it's just what I do, as you guys know already. Alright, so next topic. Now I'm excited. The next topic is the top 5 anime shows. So, as I said, we would do it before in one of the podcasts, and this is it. So here we go. My first one, these are not in order, it's just my top 5. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Now that is an old show, but it's amazing. The artwork and the way they just go about the whole show is just really awesome. It's different from the newer shows. If you're younger and you like Demon Slayer and My Hero, then this one is completely different artwork style and everything, but it's still amazing. And the show is just crazy. I don't want to get too much into detail because some people haven't seen it, but my favorite character personally is Dio, and he's like the main antagonist, and he's awesome. Next one, Jujutsu Kaisen, which I've talked about before, and that show is just, it's a newer show, it's amazing. We all know that it's one of the top shows right now, and it just, season 2 is about to come out, and it just doesn't get too much better than that show. That show is just like, it's super crazy, super dope. We're gonna get into characters next, so I'm not gonna go into it right now, but like, that show has some of my favorite characters of anime. So yeah, next one, number 3, Attack on Titan. It's been around for a minute. It's not super old, but it's not brand new. But Attack on Titan is just, in the name, Attack on Titan, it just sounds crazy already. But this show is amazing. To me, that's one of the first shows that I got into, besides Dragon Ball. Everybody's watched Dragon Ball for the most part if you watch anime, but Attack on Titan is just super crazy. My uncle and my brother actually got me into it, and haven't stopped watching it. And when we get into the characters, you'll see like some of my favorite characters from the shows that I really like. Next, Demon Slayer. Now, I usually wait for dub, depending on how the season's going. Sometimes if I'm just like super into it, I'll watch subbed, and then go back and watch dubbed. But right now, this Demon Slayer season, I wanted to wait for it all to be dubbed. So I haven't caught up yet. Attack on Titan either. Haven't caught up on either one of those yet because I'm waiting for them to be dubbed, which I'm sure most people are also doing the same. But Demon Slayer is, oh man. I've seen like clips and stuff online of this season, and it just looks crazy. And I've been seeing people post stuff and saying stuff, and yeah, I can't wait to see it. And then the last but not least, number 5, My Hero Academia. I'm a huge Deku fan, which will, like I said, we'll get into characters in a second. But shows, My Hero Academia's, I didn't put Dragon Ball because that's, you know, that's always number 1. It kind of started anime for a lot of people, but and this is just right now. But My Hero Academia is just, it's amazing. I love the show. It did fall off, or it seemed like it kind of dropped down for a minute for like, what was it, season 4 maybe, and season 3 some people didn't like it as much. But this new season, or it just ended, but this new season with the war, yeah, picked right back up where it left off at, and it's just, it's dope. And Shigaraki, that's my guy. This is pretty awesome season. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. And that's my 5 anime shows. So let me know in the comments what your 5 are, and I'll respond. So now we're going to top 5 anime characters. And this one, I mean, it's kind of going in with the same, how would you say it? It kind of matches with my shows. I mean, like my favorite characters are some connected to my favorite shows. So let's get into it. So Gojo. Now Gojo's newer, and he's from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I really like got into him. Like he became my favorite after the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and man, he's OP. And I think this is just me saying this, but when he is finally shown like his full power, he might be on the top like anime power people. Like he might be like able to compete with Goku, maybe. No, probably not Goku, but he'd be up there with like the top people, I think. And then number 2, Levi, is probably everybody who watches Attack on Titan is their favorite. Levi is just, he's the man. He's super dope, especially that whole. In case somebody hasn't seen it, I'm not gonna say too much, but the whole bar scene and everything with Kenny, that was crazy. And number 3, as I just said, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. He's probably everybody's favorite character right now. Yeah, probably right now, everybody's favorite character, because he's killing it. Literally killing it. And then Deku, obviously. I'm a huge My Hero fan. Deku is he's one of my favorites, always has been. Him and Tanjiro actually are kind of similar to me. They have like, I don't know, they just sound kind of alike, and they just seem really similar, if you know what I'm saying. Thumbs up in the comments. And then number 5, which I didn't have the show, like I said. Vegeta. As always, Vegeta's my number 1 favorite all time, just period. But Dragon Ball is, pretty much everyone's favorite show ever, anime wise, and Vegeta is number 1. So that's my top 5 for anime characters. And sometimes it changes depending on what I'm watching, as everybody probably does. They have a favorite for like, a month or a couple months or a year, and then when a new show comes out and they really start liking somebody, they have another favorite. But those are my 5 for right now. Alright, now the next one, and this podcast is not too long, and maybe some of them will be longer than others, but this one's kind of short. But number 4, music, as always. And this one, I haven't seen the movie yet, but Across the Spider-Verse, Metro, he just dropped the album on Friday, and I listened to the whole thing, and that album is dope. I like the first one too, from Into the Spider-Verse. That one was pretty awesome as well, but I think this one might top that soundtrack just a little bit more. And we're gonna do a Mount Rushmore of songs, because everybody got to know what songs to listen to and whatnot. But these are just my 4, so if you like your 4, actually let me know in the comments what your Mount Rushmore of Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack songs are. So number 1, they're not in order, but All the Way Live with Future. Obviously Future's in it, but that song, that's my favorite one right now, and it's not in order, but that is my favorite right now. Then Self Love, Coi Leray, she's in that one. That one's dope. Home, I forgot who was in that one. I think that might be Lil Uzi. But Home, that one's also a banger. And Calling, I like that one a lot too. Or maybe Uzi's in that one, but it's one or the other, Home or Calling. But those 4, those are my Mount Rushmore for this soundtrack. And the whole album is top to bottom is dope. But those 4, just my Mount Rushmore. I haven't seen the movie yet, otherwise I would have had a review up, but I will see the movie, just been kind of busy, so you know how that goes. I might actually just wait and do Transformers and Spider-Verse, or Across the Spider-Verse at the same time, or back to back, watch Transformers and watch Spider-Verse, or back the other way. But I'll do a review once I see either of those, or both. Alright, and number 5, tattoos. Now this one, I get a lot of people asking if I would ever remove a tattoo, or if there's any I don't like. And I know some people do, some people don't. Me personally, I would never remove any of them. I like all the tattoos that I've had, or have not had, because I haven't removed any. But all the tattoos I have, I like, and I wouldn't get rid of them or wouldn't want them any other way, because they all have a meaning and they all have a purpose, and I have a lot. As you probably have seen maybe in a couple videos or so, but I actually plan on adding more if I have any space. I do have like a whole little leg sleeve of I have Bart Simpson, Stewie, from the Cleveland Show. I have Rollo. I'm gonna add Roger from American Dad, and either Rick or Morty, or maybe both of them. I haven't decided on that one yet, but I'm gonna add them as well, which would be pretty dope. And then other than that, I have a lot more, but you know, it's too many to get into, and then I have to explain what they mean and everything, so we're not going to go that deep into it on the podcast unless we do like a podcast only on tattoos. But every tattoo I have has a meaning, and it's not just like, oh, I'm just getting it just because. They all have meanings and purposes and reasons behind them. So this is just, you know, a little quick podcast today. I can see the time, and it's running on about 12 minutes or so, which is a little longer than I thought it would be, but you know, you get to talking a little bit, and that's just what it is. But let me know how you guys like in the podcast, if I should keep going, or if I should switch it up or make it shorter or make it longer. And yeah, probably have some guests on in the future, near future, and maybe even like a virtual guests, you know, not just in person, but virtual. That'd be kind of cool as well. But yeah, guys, that's it for the podcast. Pops the Podcast. I'm AJ. Thanks for watching the channel Life of Pops. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, peace.